emergency weather alert, tornado warning in my area. So welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna do it, make it do what it do. Got some young people in all the way from California. Drop in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And the reason why you are on this Zoom tonight, or maybe you got Washington State in. Hello, Washington State. Hello to you. And or the reason why someone invited you, because they care enough about you to share a great financial opportunity, right? How many of you all would like the idea of working on your future, right? See, right now, when you go to work or you own a job or you're your own boss, right? You are working on your living. And I'm not talking about a retirement account. I'm not talking about a 401k. I'm talking about working on your future to live the lifestyle that you really want to live, where you are not working or trading your time for dollars, right? Even if you're a small business owner, what if you had a medical emergency and you had to be off of work for 6 weeks? Could your cash flow continue to flow? What if one of your children was sick, if you're a parent, right? And you had to, some unexpected sickness or unexpected illness or some unexpected accident. Could your money continue to flow, right? And we know nothing against jobs, right? We love our jobs. Again, everyone get up and go to work with the same ambition, same goals, is to earn a living, right? Put a roof over your head, put food on the table, put clothes on your back. But that doesn't provide, in most cases, and I'm going to show you why, the lifestyle that many people want to live, because they want not only time freedom, but they want financial freedom as well. Now, I don't know if you all know this, but I always keep up with the news, and something I just saw today recently, that a new strand, the BA2 Omicron, is spreading in Chicago. So you are gonna hear the background noise. That's just the tornado warning alarm if you hear that. So now they're saying this new strand, right? What to look for, 80%. So we're not out of the COVID era yet. Now, I know you haven't heard about it since the war been going on or since the Will Smith accident's been going on. But according to the media today, the stealth Omicron, a variant, a strand, is here, and it's the cause for 80% of new cases. 80% of new cases. So now we have a double Black Swan event going on with the economy. Number one, with the war going on, they're putting sanctions on China and Russia. And now they're bringing back COVID, or saying COVID is up on the rise. Also, this article that I read today is from CNBC, that prices soar 11% higher, right? 11% higher this time than last year. Now, in the chat, I see New Jersey, I see California, I see Washington State. Good evening, everyone. There are people in California, for example, that says, look, we're moving back south, or we got to go back to the south. We got to move to the south if we came from the south, because of inflation and because of taxes in particular. So now producer prices soar 11.2% from just a year ago, an all-time high. So it's no secret that we are seeing our gas prices are higher. We're seeing our grocery prices are higher. It costs more to go to work. People are trying to carpool, even if they don't even like the person that they may have to carpool with. Put themselves in situation that they don't enjoy traveling to work and coming from work, but they're just trying to save money any way that they can. What if I told you that the money you need is already in the money that you're making? You just don't know how to take that money back. Now that was scary. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe I should end the call right now and just tell you I'll go ahead and join, because God told you to do it. Because I tell you, that right there, I hope this is recorded. I cannot hear you all. But listen, let me rush through this presentation, man. We're gonna make it through. So that might be a sign for God, for all my people that says I've been praying for an answer, and I'm looking for an answer, and I'm looking for a financial way to help me overcome these situations. Then, well, if that wasn't it, my presentation not gonna give you a better sign than what just happened, right? So maybe some of the people that came in late was not able to see that. So I'm gonna tell you the 4 things right now, right? Other than your gas and groceries, that's taken away from your financial freedom. It's taken away more from your paycheck. The number 1 thing is taxes. Let's hope I can make it through this, you all. I'm gonna calm down. But the number 1 thing is taxes. If you look at your paycheck, when the last time you all have looked at your paycheck or your check stub? Most people haven't looked at their check stub in a long time because they now can log in and get it digitally. Most people don't even realize how much federal taxes are taken out of their paycheck, or even state taxes, or even Social Security taxes, right? So the first thing you need to look at is that how much taxes, let me wait, calm down, are being taken out on my paycheck, right? How am I getting taxed? That's number 1. Number 2, because people are getting 1/3 out of their taxes taken out of their paycheck, they have to now go borrow money. They're trying to make up for the money that they're missing out of their paychecks. So what do? They get credit cards. They go get their vehicles financed. They go and try to get a personal loan. And, I don't know if you all know, but in the South, they still have payday loans. They don't do that predatory lending so much upstate. But in the South, they still have payday loan. What they give people double digit to take out loans to payday that they have no possible chance of getting back. And then the third obstacle is, you see it, inflation. The highest it's been in 40 years. You can't control it, right? But you have to be able to do something other than get a second job. And I'm going to show you why, if the weather permits, to fight that, and the strategy for all these things. So now when the inflation comes, now that you're getting debt, now big businesses capitalize. Big businesses can increase their prices anytime that they want to. For example, now that the truckers have to spend more money on their diesel costs to deliver groceries, the grocery store CEOs can now say, okay, food and groceries are higher. The people that own the Exxon Mobil gas stations, the Shells, now they can increase their gas prices as a result of the sanctions against Russia. And now China is also involved as well. So now these are 4 things, because only one of these that you really have control over, that 80%, well, really 90% of people don't know, that you have control over the taxation that comes out of your paycheck. And that's money that's going out from you to the IRS, to Uncle Sam, that can be coming back to you. It can give you a positive cash flow, but you have to have the right system that I'm going to present to you in order to shift that money back to you. See, your income is called income for a reason. It is the money that's coming into you in forms of dollars. Even if you're a small business owner, you have income, right? But most people don't realize about the money that they have going out to them, that they can have coming back to them if they only invested in a home-based business. Why a home-based business, Queen? Why can't I just have my own business? Why can't I start my own lawn care business? Why can't I start my own beautician business? Why can't I start my own barbering business? Why can't I start my own portion or a lotion and portion business or weight loss business? Well, the reason is you can do all those things, right? But the government give you 475 tax deductions for a home-based business. That means the money that you're spending out of your household can flow back to you when you have to spend it out. For example, did you know that per child, if you have a children or child, you can get up to $12,000 back at the end of the year when you file taxes for your children through a home-based business? See, you can't do that in most brick and mortar businesses. You can't justify to the IRS how your 7-year-old is helping you to cut hair, right? Did you know also that I talked about we have a job, or most of Americans, 95% of Americans have jobs so that they can afford their current lifestyle, right? Even though retirement and 401k will not finance their future lifestyle, but we have a job or you have your own business so you can afford your current lifestyle. Did you know that a home-based business is the only business, the only tax code that you can write off things that you're spending money on every day anyway, all the way from your internet, your cell phone bill, your oil changes in your vehicle, your insurance, right? When you're going on vacations, if you conduct some of that vacation for business use, not all of it. See, the home-based business is able to travel with you out of state, from state to state, and from out of country. You cannot do that with a brick and mortar business. So this small investment has a lot of profit gains for you. Let me show you some more testimonies. You don't have to just take my word for it. This is in our private Facebook group. These are the testimonials that came in today. It's Clovell Oliphant says, wow, this is just unbelievable. I honestly had no idea it could get this good. This entire year has led me to this point. This one document has made all the difference. When I say blessed, how amazing this is, from my internet, my cell phone, my meals, my travel, my mileage, my subscriptions, everything was a tax write-off. Now, this is what the opportunity for 129 did for him. Number one, $400 a month. See, when you add the home-based business to your paycheck, those 475 tax deductions that I just mentioned to you, now you are instantaneously in the system, not an employee anymore, but an entrepreneur. See, entrepreneurs are taxed less. Employees only have 9 allowances. Entrepreneurs through this home-based business model can have up to 475 tax deductions. So for him, and everyone's situation is different, right? It was a $400 a month pay raise. Me personally, 3 years ago, it was a $500 a month pay raise out of my paycheck from the money I was already making. I didn't have to ask my supervisor for a promotion. I didn't have to work overtime. Now, bills are part of this. MWR, which is abbreviated for Making Wealth Real, is they also have experts that you upload your bills. If you can upload a picture on Facebook or Instagram, you can upload your bills once you become a business partner, and they will negotiate the bills that you are already paying to see if they can lower those expenses that you have. The first thing you have to do, people, in order to become financially free is to free up the money that you're already making. It's to cut back on the money that you're already spending. So instead of switching contracts, right, switching from DirecTV to now Dish Network and flipping and flopping between AT&T and Verizon, right? You really like AT&T, but you know, Verizon said they can save you an extra $30 a month. And you may not get services in every area, but you do that for the savings. Well, you can keep the same plan that you have now if you're satisfied, the same services, but these bill experts will negotiate lower billing prices for you. And every way that you make and spend money, this business improves and enhances. Credit score. Credit score. Listen, credit is not bad. just the way most of Americans or people have been taught to use it is bad. If you use credit to invest in assets, what is assets, Queen? Assets are anything that will put money into your pocket versus liabilities. Liabilities is any investment that takes money out of your pockets. Liabilities, when you swipe your credit card, ask yourself, will this purchase appreciate in value or will it depreciate? Ask yourself, when you get that personal loan from the bank, whatever you are investing in, will it appreciate in value or will it depreciate? Will it put money back into my pockets or your purse, or will it take money out of it? See, most people have been taught that your house is an asset, but a house is only an asset to the banks because it's putting money back into the bank's pocket, right? Let me close this chat setting. Give me 1 second. So you need to learn how to leverage your credit the right way so you can invest. So work on your credit report to get your credit scores higher, to now get your interest rates on things that maybe you already have financed down lower. And now that we are getting rid of bad debt and lowering your interest, right? Now you can take your credit to the next level. So increase his credit score 100 points. He's now at an 825. And look, we also have something called a private reserve account, a PRA. That is a tax-free way to retire and build wealth all in this one system. We'll give you more information about that once you get in the inside. Want you to go ahead and make this decision to make this best investment that you've ever made financially in your life. So now, as a result, his testimony was over $1,111.188 of total business tax deductions. People, this is the formula. This is the secret, how you can make high income and still get large tax returns. See, most people, unfortunately, they get large tax returns, but they have a very, very low income, right? I'm sorry, I had some people waiting to get in. I didn't even see them in. They get high tax returns, and most time high is like $10,000 back, $11,000 back, right? But their income level has to stay under $50,000 gross or $60,000 gross. Let me give you an example, and you all let me know if you can see my whiteboard. I'm gonna adjust this some for you. And Jamel, you all can unmute yourself if you need to tell me anything that I need to slow down. But I'm gonna give you an example of someone that has a salary of $50,000, right? So they have a $50,000 a year salary, right? See, there's two systems that people don't know about. It's an employee system and it's a business system, right? Now, this person has no child, no children. They are single. So they have no tax deductions, nothing that they can claim. So their taxable income is $50,000, right? So on a taxable income of $50,000, the amount that they will end up paying back the government with no tax deduction is, on the first $20,000 will be $3,572. Now, the first $20,000 is taxed at a different rate than the next $30,000. So the next $30,000, this is on 20K. So the next $30,000 has to be taxed 35.6 cents. So with that tax and the $30,000 now comes to $792,000 that a person on a $50,000 salary or $50,000 annual salary have to pay back the IRS. This is what they have to pay back the IRS, $7,792. Now, most people don't know this because most people that make this income may have a child to claim. So if you have 3 children, you get up to $7,000 back in child tax credit. However, so most people don't realize that if it wasn't for their child, that they will be owing back the government this amount of money. So if you don't have any children, you're $50,000, you understand the struggle. And most people don't realize that the money that the government takes out of your paycheck, see, this is why filing date for taxes is April the 15th. I think they extended it this year to April the 18th. Because January and through April, you work for the government. You work for taxes. 1/3 of your paycheck is in taxes. That's why the deadline is set that way. So if the government told many people up front, look, you're not going to get paid, right? January through April, all of your money goes to us. And then whatever you have for May to December to live off of, most people wouldn't stand for that. But if you had a home-based business, like I just showed you, the testimonial in our private group, on a $50,000 a year salary, you can deduct up to $40,000. How can I do that, Queen? On things you're spending anyway. See, now your cell phone, it's just not a cell phone. It's not a personal phone. No, I use my phone for business tax deductions. I post on social media about the business. I send text messages. I call. Now this money that was a bill is now a business expense. My mileage, my gas, my square footage of where I live. It doesn't matter if it's a house, an apartment, a townhouse, or condo. That square footage where you reside now can turn and flip you to have residual income. That's tax deductible. Now your utilities, your expenses are lower, and now your cash flow is higher. So now this person's taxable income from 50K automatically now is only $10,000. They owe $0. But better yet, most people will get money back. Let me show you, if you don't believe me, more testimonials in our Facebook group where and you're getting, don't forget, you're getting more money out of your paycheck at the same time. This person lowered their taxable income all the way down to $18,000. Hold on, let me adjust this. Okay, all right. Lowered their taxable income all the way down to $18,000. They kept all their federal tax dollars throughout the year. And see, the government, what they do is they take your money, means again, fund mean money, and they invest it throughout the year. So in essence, you give the government right out of your paycheck a tax-free loan. And they still receive money back, right, when they got their tax return. They made more money this year, paid the government less, kept $4,800 more out of their paycheck. He's in the military, and saved more than $51,000 of taxes and is getting a tax refund. $34,000 in expenses, and the tax refund is $16,000. And this is how you make more money and you get more money back through taxes at the end of the year. Some people, the more money they make, the more that the government take, because they don't know these strategies, right? So I'm gonna show you one more thing. And we know that the old saying is that there's two things in life. And this is why understanding taxes is important. This is why understanding high credit score versus a low credit score, which steals more of your wealth. Let me try to make it. And this is why taking advantage, right, of this opportunity, which will go away next Friday, people. It ends for $129, will bring you back thousands. Because as Benjamin Franklin said, one of the most intellectual person that ever lived says, there are two things in a life that are certain, both death and taxes. Both death and taxes. So if you all can hear, I'm having some technical or weather issues. So I'm going to play this video. Take 4 minutes of your time. And what I want you to do is get back with the person who invited you to the Zoom. I want you to tell them this real quick before I play the video. I want you to let them know whether you are a 1 or a 2. A 2 means, listen, I just want to be a customer first, right? I want to be a customer. To be a customer is $79.97. With the customer benefits, you get the credit repair services from the experts, and you get the bill negotiation services that I talked about, where people are lowering their cell phone bills, people are lowering their security bills, people are lowering their Sirius XM, so many different bills that they are getting lowered by the experts. That brings in extra cash flow, and it's more appealing to people who want their credit restored as well. Now, just for $50 more, right? For $129, you say, Queen, I want those services. I want the experts working on my credit. I want my bills negotiated, my bills lowered, but I also want to take the opportunity to earn extra cash flow. See, one of the secrets of the rich and wealthy is that they work first, they get paid second, but they are taxed last. That's another cash flow understanding that most middle class, most upper middle class alike don't have financial education on, right? So what they do is, this is called the cash flow quadrant. This is how 95% of people are working, or they earn money. They have a job, they trade their time for money, but they have no leverage. They are an employee. An employee is taxed 28 to 33%. Look at your paycheck, right? Now, some people are self-employed, or they are specialists, they're doctors, they're lawyers. They make 6 figures, maybe, but they created a job and they have no leverage as well. They trade time for money, but here they're taxed even higher. Again, the more money you make, the more the government takes. They're taxed 40 to 60%. What you are looking at right now is the opportunity to get off the blue side and on the orange side, where you have people working for you. You are leveraging your network. You are leveraging people. You are leveraging this network marketing, home-based business opportunity that has the financial education and the implementation you need to get ahead financially, right? So what if you can work part-time on your future, and your future end up paying you more than what you are making on the blue side? But it all takes action and decision, right? So this is where you leverage, you own a system. And guess what? On this side, you're taxed less. This is why they didn't want to show Donald Trump tax returns, because they knew that it will unlock the secret of how to get rich and wealthy and how to stay rich and wealthy. See, it's something that most people on the blue side don't realize, is that the rich and wealthy pay least in taxes. And it's always going to be that way. No Republican is going to change that for you. No Democrat, no president that you vote in, because if they change the laws, they take away generational wealth for them and their family as well. So you have to learn how to play the game the right way, right? And play it the most inexpensive way, so that money can shift back to you. Now, this is investing income, where your money is working for you. And most people never make it to this side of the bracket. See, 95% of people are on the blue side, but they only have 5% of the wealth, right? 5% of people take the action and opportunity to get on the orange side, and they have 95% of the wealth. So instantaneously, when you invest in this opportunity, you shift from being an employee You shift your money back to you. If you have children, up to $12,000 per child in the home-based business, and so many other tax deductions. But let me show you this video and to break it down even better for you, to make it even plain. It's going to take like 4 minutes of your time, right?
Hi, this is Sandy Botkin, author of the best-selling book, Lower Your Taxes Big Time. Over the past 20 years, I have taught thousands of home-based business owners how to save millions on their taxes. I spent 3 years in the tax department of the international accounting firm Touche Ross, and also 5 years as a legal specialist in the Office of the Chief Counsel for the Internal Revenue Service. Currently, I'm the CEO of the Tax Reduction Institute. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain why you'd be brain dead not to have a home-based business. I believe you will find that this is going to be the most important 4 minutes of your life when it comes to your financial future. So you may want to take some notes and put aside anything that might distract you. First of all, I want to emphasize something right up front. The rich know something that most people don't know. They have a secret. And the secret is that we have 2 tax systems in the United States. Now, when I say that, most people think that there's one for the rich and one for the poor. And that's not quite true. There's one to make you rich, and then there's one to make you poor. There's one for employees, which is designed to take your wealth and make you poor, because you are taxed on $1. And then there's one for self-employed individuals, which is designed to create economic growth. And the reason for that is that small business generates over 70% of the job growth in North America. It is not IBM, it's not Microsoft or American Airlines, it's small business. So Congress passes good tax laws for small business. In fact, the important point is that small business get to take deductions first before they pay any taxes, unlike employees who have to pay taxes on $1. You can save big money by taking advantage of these good tax laws. And these laws are available to you in business, whether it's in full-time in business or part-time or just in your spare time. It doesn't matter as long as you run your business with an honest expectation of profit, which means you're really trying to make money. In fact, if you know what you're doing in a small business, you have the potential to write off part of your house, your spouse, the equivalent of your kids' education and weddings. I'm not kidding when I say that, by the way. You can set up a pension plan that makes any government plan seem paltry by comparison. The potential is just enormous. Good proof of this was illustrated by a lady named Jane Bryan Quinn. Jane Bryan Quinn is a nationally syndicated economist. You may have heard of her. She is a nationally known commentator on personal finance, with books and columns read and trusted by millions. She did a study of a couple who made $40,000 a year. And $40,000 didn't go that far. So the husband said to the wife, honey, you got to go out and get a job, which she did, and she made an extra $20,000. Now they're looking at their bank account, and they see no difference at the end of the year. I mean, she's making $20,000 more than she made the year before. What's going on? Did you ever hear that you have to have 2 incomes to make it in this country? Do you know why? You're about to get a 6-month financial planning course in the next few minutes. Follow along as I show you why the extra job was the wrong decision. The following example is based on 2009 tax rates. On that $20,000, they have to pay $4,845 in new federal and state taxes. Most of that was non-deductible. They have to pay Social Security of 7.65%. On $20,000, that's $1,530 of Social Security, which is non-deductible. We assume that they drove 10 miles a day round trip. And that's probably pretty conservative, I think. But let's go with that. 10 miles a day round trip, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year at IRS's current 55-cent a mile rate. That's $1,430 of commuting, which is non-deductible. We assume lunch is at work, and we assume that they spent $7 a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. That's $1,750 of lunches, which is non-deductible. We assume that you have to have clothing, better clothing, in fact, if you're working, more upkeep, because now you're working, you're going to have more dry cleaning, and that's gone up by at least $1,200 over not working. And finally, with both spouses working, you think they want to cook? Heck no! They want to eat out, where their food costs have gone up by at least $2,000. And what about childcare? I bet you they spend at least $125 a week in our example. And I'm not sure we can get childcare for 3 kids for $125. But $125 a week, 50 weeks a year is $6,250 in childcare. Most of that is non-deductible. In fact, all you get is a little bit of a credit on that. Out of the $20,000 that they've earned from the part-time job, they are only left with a staggering $995. Save millions on.
Did you all see that? That's why Dave Ramsey is not going to work. Get a second job. You got so many people that got so many home-based businesses too. That's why you need a financial-based home-based business that can share these strategies. Selling weight loss tea on the side, selling extra products, it's not going to work until you learn how to keep a $20,000 extra job. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, why did the husband have to tell the wife to do that? But at any rate, it's just a joke. It's a joke. At any rate, that $20,000 extra job did not work. Out of all their expenses they had to spend out, which is money they could have got back at the end of the year, only $995, you're in that same hole, you're in that same rat race. That's why you don't just need a home-based business. You have to have it. That's not only, and you have to have this home-based business, because more money taken away, especially against inflation, is not going to help you. You're going to have these strategies. You got to know how to get your taxes down, your debt down, your expenses down, your stress down, and get your cash flow and income up. Again, and your credit scores. Cash flow and income is different. Let's look at some testimonials. When you share this opportunity with others, this company not only gives you the strategies to get more money back, get your credit scores up, and get your income higher instantly. It takes usually 24 hours for the expert to get back with you after you upload your paycheck to reflect now that you have the business to get that taxes rate back to you. People are getting $20 a day by sharing the opportunity, $30, $50, up to $200. Our top leader, $500 a day. Don't you think that $500 a day would keep recession away? Right? So these are just extra perks to improve your cash flow. And guess what? You're not taxed on this money until the end of the year of 1099, and you are taxed less. And you have people working with you. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Some more testimonials, right? People are getting their bills down. They're getting their debts down. They also have a debt elimination program. You upload your debts, and that way you can stop paying compound interest and bad debts, and that money can roll back to you because they will give you a debt millionaire date. So if you have any debts that you need to upload, it will upload your debts too. Cable bill, internet bill, these are your expenses, pest control, water delivery, anything. These are the savings that people are getting on AT&T and other bills by just uploading their bills. So they help you get more money. They help you save more money. Then they help you grow the money that you're already making. These are the top income earners. Kimberly Whitfield, $100 a day and $3,000 a month. Credit score increased from 646 to 800. My good friend, Mr. Chuck Harden, credit score, he already was at the 750 club. He's even higher. Now he's in 800 club, $100 a day, daily guarantee, $1,250 car bonus. He don't even have to buy a new car with that if he doesn't want to. $500 presidential. These are the testimonies of everyday people who decided to just take action. Eliminated our next couple, Donald Wilson and Ruth Rodriguez, eliminated $85,000 in debt, student loans, paid off 2 cars and 3 credit cards. See, we get rid of consumer debt, and now you can start leveraging credit. So many more testimonials to create cash flow, right? So this is why you are here. And again, get back at the person. I went through this with bad weather. You also, I hope it was educational for you. I had to try to fight through these distractions and make sure that I was safe and my daughter is safe all at the same time. But even me, right now, I don't know if you all can see it, but my pay scale is $100 a day. I'm at $100 a day, daily guarantee. I was a basketball teacher and a coach, decided I did not want to coach basketball anymore, that I was going to coach this. And now people, just in 1 year, my income of 50, I was only getting a total of 57,000 to coach basketball and to teach, right? $57,800 now in 1 year has 10x. Then now I'm making $6,000 more. I'm doubling what I was making teaching and coaching, putting in hours of coaching games, after school practices, weekends, because I dedicated a year into this because I knew it had to be another way. See, leverage income is better than labored income. My daughter, she's 22 years old. She get her alerts every day, 22 years old. I don't know if y'all can see but it's $20 a day for her. This is got 2 phones, but everything is connected. She works at AT&T, right? I can't claim her for taxes, so it helps me on a tax bill. It helps her not to have taxes as well. And it helps her learn the difference between job income and business income. It helps her understand residual and cash flow versus just a paycheck. Because I wanted her to learn at an early age. You don't work for money. You learn how to allow money to work for you. And you have to have assets in a home-based business. That's the rules of my house. You got to learn business skills and you got to take the money, even with your job that you're making. And she has to invest. She doesn't have a car note. She doesn't have a bill. That's the rules. That's the guidelines that I set in my house. That's how I'm passing on generational wealth. But until she got to the age of 18, I got up to $12,000 every year because I hired her to work in a home-based business, right? You can do it too. So again, get back with the person, text them right now, let them know if you are a 1, yes, I want the cash flow, I want the daily pay, I want the bonuses, I want the credit scores, I want my debt eliminated, I want my bills negotiated, I'm ready, 129, right? $79, I'm just going to do the bill negotiation and do the membership. And I'm going to get my credit improved. But either way, make a decision to improve your finances today. Get back with the person, send them a text message. And I'm looking forward to adding you to the private Facebook group that we have so we can continue to give you that support and that coaching and that mentorship that you need to be successful in this business. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you for inviting everyone that's here on his behalf. And Miss Paige, Lakeisha as well. Thank you all for coming in. And my cousin from California is in. I'm so glad to see him in. T, glad to see you, Dr. Forms. Everyone else, if you're on this call, let the person know you all have a great night. Let me take care of this weather situation I have in the background. And thanks for tuning in.
Great job, Queen.
Thank you so much, you all. Thank you.